Welcome back to Geometry Classroom. Today we'll talk about circumference and area of circles. We have a few objectives. We use formulas of circumference and area to calculate, the area and circumference of a circle. But before that, let's recall a few things about circles and parts of a circle. We know a circle, yes, is the set of all points in a plane that are the same distance from a given point, a fixed point, right, called the center of the circle. The segment that joins two points on the circle and passes through the center of the circle is called diameter. The segment that joins the center of the circle and a point on the circle, on the edge of the circle, is called radius. We know diameter is twice as the radius. Also, the circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle, right? In other words, we can say is the perimeter of the circle, right? Now, we introduce a number, a special number called pi. Pi is a non-terminating and non-repeating number represented by the Greek letter pi. I'm sure you are familiar with this symbol, right? We use a lot, even in middle school, right? And this number is a constant, yeah? We usually use the number 3.14 is an approximation of this number, right? It's a constant. In fact, we can define number pi as the ratio of circumference of a circle, right? And the diameter of the circle. Yes? Now, for circumference of a circle, right, we have a formula which is given by C equals pi times D, where D is the diameter of the circle. Now, but sometimes in a problem is given a radius, not diameter. When the radius is given, we can use another formula, which is in terms of radius. So, would be 2 times pi times r. Yes? Now, these two formulas are equivalent. Yes? If you are given the diameter in a problem, right, use the formula with D. If you are given a problem with the radius, we use the second formula, right? Both formula find the circumference, yes? Let's have a few problems with finding the circumference of a circle. Now, in this example, we have a circle and its radius. Why is radius? Because this segment joins the center of the circle with a point on the circle. So, R is given and is 21 inches. because the radius is given, we're going to use the second formula, right, in terms of radius. So C would be 2 times pi times r. Now, r is 21. We replace r with 21, and we're going to have 2 times pi times 21. If we multiply 2 by 21, you will get 42 times pi. Yes? Let's estimate the circumference. Remember, pi is approximate 3.14. But we can use a calculator, right? Now, so the Texas Inspire, right, has a special button for pi. And this is the special button, right? We press this button, and then we click on the symbol pi, and you'll get pi automatically. Then we multiply by 42, and we simply press enter, right? So the result will be 131.947. So we can approximate to the nearest ones, and we can get 132 inches. Good. Another example. This circle is given this time. Find the circumference of the given circle. Now, in this case, the diameter is given, not the radius, right? Because the diameter is given, we use the formula of circumference in terms of diameter, which is pi times d. So we replace d with 4.5 centimeters. So you're going to have pi times 4.5 centimeters. Let's compute this product. Again, we use calculator. We click on button pi. We click on pi. Then we multiply by 4.5. And we press enter, and we get this value. We can round to the nearest ones, and we get around 14. So circumference would be 14 centimeters. Don't forget, the circumference is a distance, right? It's measured in, depending on the measurement, in inches, feet, meters, centimeters, yes, and so on. Now, let's talk about area of a circle. Again, we have two formulas for area depending on what is given, right? But both formulas are equivalent. Now, if the radius of the circle is given, we use this formula. Area, yes, would be pi times r squared, right? Where r is the radius of the circle. Now, if you are given the diameter of the circle, we have another formula, A equals fraction line pi times d squared over 4. Now, as I said, when radius is given, we use this formula. When the diameter is given, we use the second formula, right? But again, they are equivalent. Good. Now, let's have two problems with finding the area of a circle. Now, it says find the area of the circle if d means diameter, equals 14 meters. Because the diameter is given, we use the second formula, pi. So let's say area equals pi times d squared over 4, which is pi times d is 14. We square 14 divided by 4. So area would be, again, we use calculator to estimate area. So again, first time we press Control and divide, right? Then we press pi, we use pi. Then we multiply by 14 squared, and then we divide by 4. And then we press enter. So we get 153.9 0.9, right? Now, we can round to the nearest ones, and we're going to have around 154. So the area would be 154, because it's an area, the measurement would be square meter. Good. Another example. This time we have to find an area of a circle whose radius is given. In this case, we use the first formula, right? Let's say area would be pi times r squared, where r equals 5 feet. So we replace r with 5, and we get pi times 5 squared. Again, we use calculator. We access pi, we multiply by 5 squared, and you press enter, and you get this value, 78.5. Let leave this value as it is. So 78.5 square feet, right? So is all we have for this lesson. We'll have another lesson with a central angle of a circle. But by then, thank you for watching my video.